Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Jonathan. First of all, thanks for watching. Don't mind the head. I know it's kind of fuzzy and standing up right now. But anyway, today I decided to quickly talk about my cell phone. This is a Samsung S20 FE 5G edition. Um, yeah, so this is 5G. Just came out maybe a month ago. Today is October 22nd. Right now it is almost 1 o'clock, 12:43 p.m. at this moment. So quickly talk about this phone, things that I do not like about it and things that I like about it. I've been using this phone for almost maybe 3 weeks now, 2.5, 3 weeks. So almost a month now. First thing, let's give you a physical look of the phone. Exterior, you got yourselves a 3 camera. I'm currently using the Samsung clear case. It came with the phone when I bought it. I actually pre-ordered the phone. I still have these screen sticker on it, which I haven't taken off. I didn't feel like taking it off. You got the S cable on the bottom. You got your speaker. And yeah, this is your micro SD for your for your cell phone, for your cellular. In terms of the phone, this is a 128 gig internal. I also put in additional external 512 gig inside this, so it's pretty much lots of storage space. So first thing first, let's talk about the Samsung case that I didn't like. Things that I didn't like about the case. As you see, this case, the reason why I picked this case is because it's clear and I want to see the color. That's also the reason why I picked this phone, because it's well, they call this the cloudy red. It's not exactly really red, it's more like an orange, red orange type thing. Let me give you guys a close up. So I don't know if you guys could see from the angle. It's not directly red, but it's a clear orange red type of thing. But they call it cloudy red. So originally on the phone, on the website, I thought it was really red, so I bought it, picked this one. And then I also want to show off the color, so I bought the clear case. That's the reason why. So first thing I didn't like about the case itself, you see this? This is supposed to help, when you watch a TV or movie on the cell phone, this is supposed to stand on the back. But it's so cheap at, watch, just tiny little bit. Oops, it came off. Yeah, that's how cheap the material is made. So this thing's supposed to clip directly on it. I don't know if you can see it. So pretty much had to push it back in or jam it back in. So pretty cheap. Let's put this back in. There we go. So yeah, anything, if you put tiny little bit push on this, it'll come off. So yeah, this part is pretty cheap. Overall, the case is pretty strong. It's not like a cheap case that you buy from like third party or anything like that. It's very thick, so when you grab it, you could feel the thickness of the case itself, the material. It's probably add about a few inches to the phone itself. So that's the first thing I don't like about the case. I guess not the phone, the case. Now let's get into the first thing. The phone does get kind of hot. Okay, so when I use it, I felt the battery in the back. I feel it's kind of warm. When I charge my phone while driving, it does get kind of hot, the back. It does show indication sometimes that it's get kind of warm. So I don't know, it's just my case. Maybe because I use the phone a lot, or maybe I live in a warmer temperature or something. But the point is that it does get kind of warm. But it does not destroy the phone or anything. But I believe that it does slow down the performance of the phone. So yeah, that's one thing. Second thing, I've been noticing a few times already, especially last night as well. The text message lags. So let's get in there. So regular text message system, when you start typing, I use a Samsung keyboard, but I do have a few different keyboard that I could use, but it's the same. When I start you know, texting, it lags the word that it pop up. I don't know why. It doesn't happen sometime. It doesn't really do it during the early in the morning because I mean I'll be just using the phone. But later towards the day, like towards evening time, when I start texting or maybe the phone gone through like all day being busy at work or stuff like that. But yeah, it does happen sometimes that it starts to lag. Okay, so that's the second thing. Well, I guess that would be the first thing for the phone. The other one is for the case. Um, Second thing that I didn't like about this phone. So sometimes I sort of use the what you call this a blue light filter. So let me turn this on. As you can see, it turned orange, kind of yellowish. But if you turn it off, it's all white and bright white. But if you turn this on, it's yellowish color. So this feature doesn't work all the time. The reason why I mentioned this is that so the only time I notice that it doesn't work is that let me turn this on. You see that? It's all white. It does not have the filter on yet. But when I log into it, that's when it turned yellow. So on the main screen, when you start the phone, it's really bright. So what happened was maybe at nighttime when I fall asleep or anything like that, and then all of a sudden I want to look at my phone. I turn it on and this bright light just shine on my face like crazy. I was like, oh man, felt like being blinded by the phone. But only until you log into it, that's when the yellow blue filter light turn on. And another point that when another time that when this thing doesn't work is that when you change switching app. So when you open an app, in between app when you're switching, it turns bright white and then turn yellow again. It wouldn't just simultaneously switch. Let me see. It doesn't do it now, but I guess let me see what kind of app are we talking about. Does it work now? Well, it's not showing now, but believe me, it does that sometimes when you're switching app. It'll turn bright white and then all of a sudden the blue filter turn on again. So it's not consistent compared to the phone that I had before, the S7 Plus. If you turn the blue filter on, it'll be on the whole time, even the main menu, everything. So that's the second thing. Okay, the third point that I noticed, which I noticed right at the beginning when I first opened this phone, is that I mean, for some of you guys, it might be okay or good, or for some of you guys, might feel like it's kind of bad. So, when you charge your phone, so I'm actually charging my phone right now, it does not have an indication. I know that it does have an indication on the bottom right here where the finger point is at, but it does not have an indication on top telling you that your phone is being charged. I know that all these old model, or I don't know if all the new models being like this, but all the old phone, when you charge your phone, it has the indication like maybe turning red, and then when fully charged, it might turn green or blue or something like that. But this one, it does not have any indication. It does have an indication on the bottom right here. Let me go back again. Right there, it does have a faint white color that indicate that the phone is charging and how much percentage it is. I don't know. I'm not exactly hating this feature that they took out. I think it might be a good thing because sometimes when I sleep, I really don't want to see that red light. But just want to make a point that it does not have that feature anymore with the red light thing. Okay, next thing that I didn't like about it is the adaptive brightness feature. So the adaptive brightness. So right now I usually set the setting as adapted. So they will adjust the brightness by itself based on the light that in the room or what's in front of you, how much light is hitting the sensor. So they might adjust the brightness manually or so and so. So yeah, this is the brightness adjustment. I just use it on. I didn't like this feature because sometimes it doesn't adjust accordingly to the brightness. Sometimes when I use this phone, the screen is way too dark. I don't know, maybe it's just my eye or something. It's way too dark. So I had to we adjust the brightness, I had to, you know, turn off and on again to have them readjust. Then it'll correctly adjust to the room temperature, the room light. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's one thing that I didn't like about it. I don't know. It's probably some software issues that they have. Another thing that I didn't like about this phone, you know what? It's kind of hard for you guys to see. Let me just turn this blue light feature on. So another thing that I didn't like is that if you guys have Samsung phone, usually in the middle, it should has a weather report. It'll tell you today's date. Right now is the time. What's the weather outside right now? This thing never update. Okay, you gotta click on this. So right now it says 64 degree outside and it's sunny. I don't know if it's actually 64 degree right now. It's not live real time. So the way you find out is you have to click on it and for them to reload. So give it maybe a second for them to reload. Look at that. Right now it's showing 75. Earlier it was showing 64. So obviously it was showing this morning temperature. It wasn't showing current temperature. So I was expecting this to be constantly updating, like show you like the live temperature. Because sometimes I don't really want to click on it. I want to just like turn on my phone and look at the temperature, or if it's sunny outside, what's today's date, what time is now. It doesn't really update. You have to click on it for them to update the temperature, the today's date. Because oftentimes I forget, you know, I don't know, this is just me. Because so I know today is Thursday, but sometimes I don't know like what day of the month. So today is 22nd, guys. So that's another feature that I didn't like about it. Overall, the phone is pretty much same as my previous one, because the previous phone that I have is the Samsung S9 Plus. It's pretty much does all the same thing, except this is obviously the newer version of it, the newer phone with the newer OS on it. Android system, so pretty good. All the apps still work on this phone. Let me see what else that I didn't like about it. Yeah, pretty much it. So far, that's all I noticed. The only problem that I have with this phone, but other than that, all the apps work on the phone. I really like the fingerprint scan, which I have it on my previous app, previous phone. I have that too. I also like that they don't have the finger scan in the back, because S9, the finger scan in the back. This one is directly on the screen, so it's right here. So yeah, it's pretty good. Also, the screen ratio, it actually covered the whole thing, which I like that. It also does not have a borderline on top, which I also like that, because the old phone, it has like a borderline, you know, covering the camera, whereas this one is covered the whole thing for the screen. So it's pretty nice. I like that. It does take longer to charge this phone. I noticed that, because the battery size is bigger. In terms of sound, I don't think this thing is loud enough. Like when you max it out, it's good, but I would have liked if the speaker tends to be a lot more louder. Another thing that I just remember about the problem with this phone, and well, it's not exactly with this phone, but just in general with the Samsung's product, is that they don't, how should I say, they don't create a similar streaming feature. So what I'm trying to say is that as you see, the home screen button is this one, and then the volume buttons top and bottom is on the top. So you got the volume up and down and home button on top. Now the problem is that on the S7 tablet that I'm using right now, it is totally the opposite. So what I meant by the opposite is that on the S7 tablet Plus itself, they have the home screen on top and then the volume bar on the bottom, which is kind of weird, because sometimes when I try to use it, I might get mixed up with the tablet itself. So let me show you guys. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me try to flip the screen over. So okay, so I'm actually recording myself right now, but if you guys could see on the top right here, so this is the Samsung S7 Plus. You get, if you see it on the top right here, this is the home screen, and you got the volume button up and down, which I prefer if they do it the same way. If they have the home button on top this side, they should have it on the phone as well. They shouldn't try to switch it, because it sort of makes me up sometimes, because you know, at nighttime when I'm listening to music, I might have my earbuds on, you know, fall asleep with the phone closed, and sometimes when I turn it on, I might just go by the feel, and sometimes I might hit the wrong button, or maybe I might be watching a YouTube video, all of a sudden I hit the volume button instead I'm trying to hit the volume button, you know, sometimes. So I kind of got that mixed up with the S7, the tablet. So it'll be nice if they did, you know, corresponding with the same, you know, tablet with the phone, having the home button at the top or bottom, you know, doing the same stuff so that it doesn't switch around, making it problematic. But other than that, that's about it. It does not come with a headphone jack, which is fine with it. I just have to use all the Bluetooth now on. This phone was able to sync with my Galaxy Fit 2, also my my earbuds, the live Samsung, yeah, earbuds. So anyway, that's overall my review about the Samsung S20 FE 5G. Oh, last thing, sometimes 5G does not work. Okay, guys, it indicate 5G on it when I'm trying to use the Google Map or Google or browse something, or when I'm out in the store and I'm trying to do something going online, it shows 5G on it. Piss me off. It does not work. Okay, I tried to close the app and we open it again, close the app, we open it again. Even though it indicates 5G data is on, it does not work. I tried closing the data and reopening the data again, and it still doesn't work. So I don't know. Sometimes 5G, it does not work. I wish I could turn the 5G off and use the LTE, but you know, you can't really do that since this phone has that feature, so it just uses the 5G. So I don't know. It indicate that it has 5G in that area, but for some reason the internet is not working. It doesn't even browse. It just keep like running and searching, but it doesn't do anything. So it has been one. It happened once, so that's all I could say. But other than that, so let's recap. For the case, this hinge is really bad. Okay, the hinge, it'll come off. For the phone itself, I guess the first thing, it lag, the text message lag. Second, 5G, it doesn't work on me once only. So I don't know what's going on with that area, or something wrong with it. So 5G. Number three is what? The screen, the blue light filter thing. It's not on all the time. Most of the time, but sometimes when you're switching app or on your main screen, manual screen, it does not turn to blue light filter. So that's number three. What was number four? I don't even remember number four anymore, guys. But overall, oh yeah, the charging indicator does not have it, which is not bad or good thing or anything like that. I think it's okay for me. Last one, number five or number four, it's the button with the volume and then the menu button, home screen button. I wish that they could have made it the same with the Samsung tablet, so that, you know, it correspond with each other, so that, you know, my muscle memory could get used to it, I guess, being having the same button, same location. But overall, that's it. Thanks you guys for watching. I hope this helped you guys out. For those of you guys, who have the same phone, you know, leave a comment if you have the same problem as I have, or anything like that, or maybe you could make comments on some of the stuff that I have mentioned. Feel free. You could give positive or negative comment. It doesn't really matter to me. I'll try to respond back to you guys. So yeah, that's all. Hope you guys subscribe, and see you guys in my next video. Bye.